Hello, it's Martin here from Northern Beaches Websites. I just want to give you a quick introduction to my plugin called AutoSocial. With AutoSocial, you can automatically post your posts, pages, and custom posts to Facebook, Google My Business, LinkedIn, and Twitter automatically, as well as being able to schedule and manage updates. So to start off, I'm just going to activate the plugin. And I'm going to go to the settings page. Now you'll see on the settings page, there are various tabs for each social network. There's Facebook, Google My Business, Twitter, and LinkedIn. What I'm going to do to start off with, I'm just going to link with Facebook. So to do that, I'm just going to click the Connect with Facebook button. Here I can select what pages I want to use with the plugin. I'm just going to click Next and Done. Once the authentication has been successful, you'll now see that the pages I selected are now showing up here. Here I can choose whether I want to use particular pages with the plugin or not. I'm just going to select both of these because I want to use both of them, and then click Save All Settings at the bottom of the page. Now, you'll see in this section here, set the default profile and/or pages you want to use. Here, I can select whether I want to share this particular page by default using the plugin or not. At the moment, I'm just going to click this particular profile here called Live Video Production. Just below this, you'll see I can set a default share message as well. Here we've got a custom excerpt here called New Post and Post Title. I'm just also going to add the post content there as well. And that's going to form part of my default share message for the particular profile. Then I'm going to click Save All Settings. Now I can replicate this process for Google My Business and also for LinkedIn by clicking the associated Connect buttons on the various social network tabs. LinkedIn is a little bit more tricky because you need to create a custom application. The instructions just at the top of the page detail how you can do that. Once you've got those Twitter application details, you just need to click the Edit button here and then enter in your consumer key and secret and also your access token and secret. And once again, you'll be able to activate the profiles you want to use and also whether you want to share those profiles by default. And then click the Save All Settings button. Now, if I go along to the General Settings tab, I can also enter in my order ID and also my email. And this will enable me to get updates for the plugin. The order ID should be entered with just numbers like this. It shouldn't be entered with a number key like this followed by the number. It should just be the number. And then the email address you use to make the purchase. Just below here, you can select what post types you want to use with the plugin. By default, post is selected, but you can also select pages and also custom post types. I've got one here called Product, which has been created by the WooCommerce plugin here. I can also disable particular categories from being shared to my various social networks. So let's say I don't want the test category being shared to Facebook or LinkedIn or Google My Business or Twitter. I can select test there and then click Save All Settings. You can also automatically shorten URLs by enabling the bit.ly connection here. And I can just check that checkbox there. If you've also got a custom bit.ly application, you can enter in your access token and group GUID here as well. I'm just going to save all settings. Now, as well as being able to share post pages and custom post types automatically, you can also send ad hoc share messages to various social networks by clicking on the Share Now or Schedule tab in the plugin settings. Here, I can create a link that I want to share with. So I'm just going to go https://google.com as a test. And I can share a custom image. And here, I can choose what profiles I want to share this custom message with. I've only authenticated with Facebook so far, so I'm just going to look at this particular tab here. I can write in my custom message. So I can write, this is a test message. And I can select what profile I want to share this particular update with. And I can also, you'll see this link here where it says copy share messages to all networks. What I can do by clicking this button here, it'll share this message to the other tabs as well. That way I don't need to copy and paste the same message across for each social network. But of course, you can also create a custom message for each profile by putting in whatever content you want. Once you're done, you can click the Send Now button, or if you want to schedule it for later, click the Schedule for Later button and select a date and time you want to share the actual post. And then I'm going to click Schedule for Later. It's now going to add that post to the queue. So if I refresh the page, you'll now see that the post has been added to the queue here. I can now also edit the scheduled post, or I can also delete it from the queue. Once posts have been shared to the various social networks, they will show up below here. I can also click the Reshare button to share the post again to the particular profile, or I can click the link button to view the profile, to view the share in action. By clicking on the Manage Post tab, I can actually manage existing shares that have been done. Each social network has a different ability to do certain kinds of edits. For Facebook, I can edit the post, or I can also delete the post, or I can view the post in action. I click this little refresh icon, and that's going to refresh the feed. I can do the same thing for Google My Business, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Now that's one way you can share posts to your various social networks, but the main way people are going to be using the plugin is by sharing post pages and custom post types. So what I'm going to do is click on Post and go Add New. I'm going to give this post a custom title, so I'm going to call it This is a Test. I'm also going to put some dummy content in there as well. And I'm also going to select a featured image for this post. Now you'll see this AutoSocial meta box here. Here I can customize the share message and also select what profiles I want to share the particular post or page or custom post type to. Now if I don't want to share this particular post to the various social networks, I can just uncheck this little checkbox here, and it's not going to share the post to the social networks. I'm just going to uncheck this for now. If I want to not share the particular, if I want to change the featured image and use a different kind of image, I can select a different image here by clicking this button here and selecting a different image. Just below here, you'll see a tab for Facebook because I've connected with Facebook already, and I can choose what network I want to share with. You'll see that the live video production profile was selected by default because we had it selected by default in the settings just before. Here I can customize the share message as well. If I wanted to, I could put in some custom content here, or I can put in some quick little shortcodes to add in dynamic content. Once I'm happy with everything, I can click the Publish button. Now that the post has been published, you'll see that the checkbox has already been checked automatically. We do this by default, so that way if you want to update the post in the future, it's not going to automatically share it to your selected social media profiles again. So if I do want to share it again, I can just uncheck that checkbox and I can then change the message or select a different profile I want to share it with. You'll also notice the Log tab, and this shows each time the particular post has been shared to the various social networks. So I can click on this link here if I want to see the post in action. That wraps up AutoSocial. As you've seen, AutoSocial is a powerful plugin that has an easy-to-use user interface. I hope you found this walkthrough helpful. To learn more about AutoSocial, I recommend checking out the AutoSocial sales page, which you can find by just Googling AutoSocial in Google, or you're welcome to send me an email and I'll be glad to answer any questions you have about the plugin. Thank you.